Hey everyone! So it's my Friday. I'm so happy I made it through this week. I only one day was a bad girl and left early, and I regret that because I I was dropped at the Metrolink station, and this one's kind of sketch over here compared to the other ones. Like, uh, Fontana's kind of sketch too, but Fontana's kind of sketch in the day. I don't know about at night because I've never been there like late at night, but I didn't like being here at 3 a.m. the other day because some guy pulled up and was using like the little outlet right here to charge his phone, which was all good, but they were just kind of lurking around, and it was a weekday morning, so the trains come early. They come in like 3:48 and all that, so it was kind of start at 3:48, so it was kind of scary, but um anyway, so yeah, it's my Friday. I cannot wait to just sleep. But I actually been sleeping pretty good because I mean I could always sleep more, but and it's not really always about sleep, it's just like kind of resting your body. Um but I've been sleeping better, a little better, because on my work days, because um I don't if I go just straight home after this, like I might get I might like if I take the Monroe, like I base where I get off on where I'm gonna go after. So if I'm gonna get something to eat at a certain place, then yeah, I gotta take this the goal line, or I gotta take the 180A, or I gotta take the 270. The 270 goes right through Monrovia and all that. It just depends. And so because I'm not making all these extra stops after work now, I get to get home and rest more. But it depends. It depends. Like yesterday, or I mean this morning, I ate something that I had got at work, so I didn't need to stop anywhere. Um, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning. It depends how I feel when I get off. But wait, oh my god, yeah, this is so pretty. Let me turn this around. Look at the sunset going. That's west. Just like Ice Cube said, the sun rises in the east, but it sets in the west. Gia. But yeah, so I'm waiting for Lyft right now. I cannot wait to sleep tonight, tomorrow night. But um, so I just want to talk about um this thing that's in the news. I don't know much about it, but I could kind of like guesstimate kind of what the story is behind the scenes, or what happened with the girl that she was killed by her boyfriend, or allegedly by her boyfriend. I mean, most likely is him, but allegedly, technically, Gabby, and they found her body, and it just, you guys, I don't know. It's just another story of why people need to be careful. Like, no matter what gender, race, income level, whatever it is, you need to be careful about who you let into your energy and your spirit and all that. If she was young, we've all been there. All women been there. All, even men, we all been there. Where you're young and you just like you, and that's what makes it so sad. She was young. She didn't really get to live her life because what I assume probably happened is it was like an abusive situation, and she couldn't or didn't leave. Probably gave him chance after chance after chance. And women need to know the signs. I'm not saying men, it doesn't happen to men, but I'm just saying from a women's perspective, just because as a female, like, it's kind of different. The needs are different sometimes. I can't say what men what their desires are with finding a partner all the time is, but women have, a nurturing, and they just want to be loved, and they want to be, um, you know, they want to be like their friend, have somebody in their life. They want to have, they don't want to be the ones at home on Friday night. You want to have someone that you just is like your best friend, your partner, everything, and it just makes you feel beautiful and everything. And so it's easy to see how some women, no matter how they look, like could look at her and say, well, she's really pretty. Why would she deal with, she could get another guy easily or whatever. But that has nothing to do with it. That's what one thing I want to say, because I've seen people say that, and I'm like, it's not about that. Like, we can't speak on what her needs were, but you know, people read people very easily after a while. It doesn't take long to kind of get an idea of somebody, like what what they're lacking, like self-esteem wise, or like if they're confident, if they're really, if they have some kind of issues, if they feel like no one likes them or whatever. It's really easy. You can just talk to someone a couple times and you can kind of know, okay, this is a confident person, or this is somebody who I can tell she's, down on herself. I mean, people make assumptions sometimes just based on like certain factors, but for the most part, you kind of just can talk to someone a couple times and you kind of know, you know, especially in a romantic sense, because you kind of are more vulnerable and you let your guard down and you tell them, oh, I've had all these guys do this to me. I've had all these, they all just hit and quit, or they all just did this, or I never had somebody just pamper me or treat me like I'm special. That like how you always want when you think your friends have, oh, they have a guy that loves them, or they have a guy that so that's part of it. And I think sometimes when you have that feeling, you accept not necessarily anything, but you just like overlook things that you probably wouldn't if you weren't, I'm not gonna say thirsty, that's kind of cheapening it, but not desperate, not thirsty. But sometimes when you get to the point where someone's giving you attention, you're just like, well, he's a good guy, and I'm liking the attention, so I'll just overlook the comment, or I'll just, and that's how it starts. It starts comments. It's like an emotional thing. It starts comments, then it starts isolating, then it starts abuse and all that. People think it's just physical or whatever, verbal, but it. I'm just saying. I gotta kind of wrap this up because the lift's coming, but basically people out there, everyone, just listen to your gut instincts, listen to red flags. I know people want to have somebody, they want love in their life, but you can't just take anything and anybody, because some people, they're not good with themselves, they're not good in themselves, so they're gonna bring that energy onto you, and then you're gonna just be like, well, nobody else wants me, so I'll just deal with it, or I already care about the person, so I'll just deal with it. Because they're gonna show the good side first. Everyone does that. Everyone. I'm not saying everyone has like a bad demon side, but I'm just saying everybody. No one shows like their flawed side first. They show like the real good, like, oh, you're so this and that, and you're so special, you're so this, and so you get. I don't know if it's love bombed, but you get kind of on that high of like, oh my god, he's so amazing, she's so amazing, this and that. That you don't look at the fact that they're super jealous, or they don't want you doing things, or they're little insults. That's a big one, is the insult thing, because I witnessed it with people like that I knew back in the day. Like the person would like insult them or say, well, you can't do that, you're not going to be able to handle all that or whatever. And I would just think, like, why would you, I mean, your partner's supposed to encourage you, not be like, I don't know. I can see things, but because I'm on the outside looking in, obviously we can see it when we're on the outside. But then, of course, you talk to them after and they tell you, well, yeah, they were this way or that way. So you kind of can see how people overlook it just to have someone. And then when it's done, they're like, the truth stuff comes out. They're crazy, or they were abusive, or, you never know. People get vengeful too when things end. But just listen to your gut, people. I feel bad for the girl because she was a young woman. She had her life ahead of her. She was a beautiful woman, and she didn't deserve what happened to her. And um, just listen to your gut and just realize you don't deserve any kind of abuse, verbal, physical, emotional. You could tell in your heart, when in your gut, when something doesn't feel right with a person. Like, oh, I don't like his energy or her energy. I don't like when I'm around them. I feel doubtful. Because I've done that with people that were associates. Like, I was like, I don't feel good in their energy, their vibe, their aura, the way they make me feel, like they put me down, or they make jokes and they say it's a joke, but it's like, you know, you just gotta always keep that in mind, that it's supposed to feel good. It's not supposed to feel like, oh my god, I gotta walk on eggshells so this person doesn't insult me, or you know, because like I said, it always starts verbal, and then you know, I can speak on that somewhat, because just meeting people, sometimes, like I said, you overlook certain comments because you're like, and then you think about it, and you're like, they ain't talking to me like that, this and that, you get like, you get that way, but it's conflicting because you want something, you want romance in your life or love in your life, so things aren't going to be perfect, but you can't just say take anything out there. A lot of women and men find out the hard way out there. You know, just be careful. Get to know people. Take time to get to know how they are, like how they are when they're happy, when they're sick, when they're stressed out, when how they joke, when they're drunk. Like you gotta see people in the different seasons. Don't just be like, oh my god, it's so amazing. You only see the good side. Or you only see the side, look at the side you want to see, or you make that bigger than the five. But anyway, guys, my life is here, so I gotta get off my little tangent here. But okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Happy Saturday. Bye. Happy Friday for me. Bye.